Hey everybody, I know I've been kind of silent about the explanation of that video I made yesterday. I think it was either yesterday or the day before yesterday. But to basically summarize the whole situation that had unfolded, basically I was banned from the Hypothetical Tornadoes wiki for supposedly making remarks about a certain group of people, even though it was due to the start of, which basically started off with somebody saying, fuck this person in office, fuck that person in office. But to summarize a bit of that, it basically kind of got quite deep into my skin to the point where I was just very agitated about the fact that the way it started was just stupid, and the fact that it could have ended up ending on a much more better note, but such thing did not really occur, as it completely got too far to the point where I basically had just a whole entire freak out over the fact that in a way things did go a bit too far in terms of how things could have been handled.
Do that again, see what fucking happened.
Which, yeah, did go a bit too far in terms of how it could have been handled.
Incoming flashbang!
Just any of you that's not to ever see this video, just note that it wasn't technically just my issue, it was basically everybody that was involved's issue, as I technically didn't initially start it. And for those who think I'm a Trumpite, I'm sorry to say this. This is simply a false claim, as I myself do not just vote for one specific person that's in the same political party, as I believe that I'm just conservative for what I pick, and I just have my own beliefs. And honestly, it's something that not everybody understands.
Eyes on hostile Semtex!
What it's like to go through my general mindset. Like, sure, I'm not perfect, but I am heavily against the fact that people who say that Trump and whatever they call people, me, even I'm technically a Republican, which, yeah, I know I'm talking a bit about politics, but that doesn't make me just a Trump supporter. It's just that I support the political party itself. Hence why I'm against people calling me certain things, because odds of it being false information is very high. Like, I'm sure YouTube kind of experiences these type of players that do, not really just players, but people that do this type of stuff. But honestly, when it comes to making assumptions about somebody because of their political beliefs, it's just absolutely the worst thing to do, as it could damage somebody's full livelihood.
Watch it,
Which,
shithead.
honestly, when it comes to people making false assumptions about people on the internet, is simply not true at all.
Watchdog Hilo
As
incoming
I
on your
am, like I said, I just believe in what I want to believe in, as it is my choice, my mindset. Honestly, it wouldn't bother me that much if somebody doesn't like my beliefs, because it's my beliefs only, and it's my choice on what I believe. Even if I do, like I said, have some issues with
Watchdog
myself.
Hilo in my sight. Eyes on field upgrade. Semtex front.
As for my message to anybody that I may have harmed in that server, kind of hope you also realize that it wouldn't have been this dark if some of the people didn't also kind of fully look up the picture of, hey, that just because somebody's in office doesn't really help anything, which in my eyes, it really does not help anything at all. It does not help to state it in any Discord servers, because there could be people that will look at you like if you were some crazy maniac. That's not simply what I'm going for. What I'm saying is that things could have been handled so much more better if such issues never started in the first place, which is my biggest complaint about any sort of social media platform, or whatever you could say. There are people on the internet that are simply going to disagree, which is what basically happened with me, is that I disagreed with somebody's statement, and they gotten completely mad at me, which resulted in me basically snapping and basically having a whole entire freak out, and the argument started. As for my response to Blackford County, seeing the apology I gave on Discord via a friend that sent an image of it, I can see why you kind of also didn't fully step in to help out with solving the issue, but it simply gotten too deep to the point.
Hardpoint. Use of deadly force has been approved.
Shooter.
These simply just gotten too far when it comes to
Gain the advantage. Now hold it.
how it could have been
Hostiles have
handled,
the hardpoint.
which I'm sure you probably could agree with me of that.
You're falling behind, Crimson.
As in my opinion, it was handled very poorly. Like, it was just handled terribly when it comes to how it could have been handled. Like, I understand that you do see a bit of some of my concerns set from the images that my friend basically
Enemy
sent
counter
in
UAV
the
above.
server.
Hostiles have captured the hard point. Hard point active.
Hostile counter UAV. Engaging.
Like, yeah, I understand that what I did technically was wrong and was a bit too deep, but in a way
Hostile
that
counter
that
UAV established above. Enemy UAV inbound. Hard point is secure.
it's not always gonna result in how you think it's going to be. Like, I'm just gonna be genuine. Am I
Hostiles have
perfect?
eyes overhead.
No,
Enemy
I'm not
counter
perfect.
UAV
Hard
above.
point located.
What would it have been like if I was perfect? Probably a
point is
full
active.
entirely different
Hostile counter
situation,
UAV.
Hostiles have the hard
Engaging.
point.
but that never happened. As for the whole appealing part, I do have you consider it once in 6 months. As
Hard point
counts
locked down.
completely.
Hostiles have captured the hard
Spring mine
point.
spotted.
Which
Enemy
hopefully by
UAV
then,
inbound. Hostile
my
UAV established overhead.
mind has fully cleared up from the situation.
Enemy recon spotted.
Hard point is secure. Hard point identified. Hostiles have the hard point. Hard
Enemy
point active.
UAV removed.
Hard point locked down.
Hostiles destroyed one of your assault packs.
As for my hope for the hypothetical Tornado Wiki community as a whole, is that hopefully by then that some improvements in monitoring when
Sighted flashbang.
possible grounded IP control occurs, which is possible. I could definitely see that coming in the next few months after I
Hard point located.
Tango down. Hostile field upgrade spotted.
Hard point is active. Hostiles have captured the hard point.
as for do I think I'm just gonna ever
Your
make
assault
any
pack
more
has been
tornado
destroyed.
outbreak? 40 by that's on there. Whenever I do appeal and if I do get
Hard point is secure.
like banned from both the server and the wiki, possibly, but right now I'm gonna just
Hostiles have the
kind
hard point.
of lay low until I can at least get my self sorted
Hard
out
point locked down.
for the time being.
Identified enemy blast trap.
Hostiles have captured the hard point. Hard point identified.
As for what I probably would make, I'm gonna say
Hard point active. Hostiles have the hard point.
as I currently am lacking any sort of ideas right now.
secure.
Tally, shock charge. Arming spring mine. Incoming frag.
As much as I think there's kind of improvements, absolutely.
Hardpoint located.
When? I don't know. Because I cannot, the reason I don't know is because
Hostiles
I'm
have
not in the
captured the
server
hard
for
point.
one, because of the fact that
Hardpoint is
Drive set.
active.
they might kind of went too far when it comes to what fully happened.
Enemy
Like, I'm
UAV
sure
inbound.
that Black Fork County probably are aware of how that he started, but it could have been
Enemy
handled
with Semtex.
so much more better.
Hardpoint locked down.
Like, just in my opinion, it was handled poorly.
Grenade going out.
Hardpoint is secure. Hostiles have the hardpoint. Hardpoint identified. Hardpoint locked down.
The outcome would have been
Hostiles
if
have
things
captured
were
the hard
handled
point.
properly.
Hardpoint
I'm sure
active.
people
Hostiles have the hardpoint.
probably figured out a good solution to counteract such issues to start. And it's to prevent people from talking about certain problems. Which is what I'd love to see happen in that server, because right now in its current state, it's just not in a good state in my eyes.
Hostiles UAV
Handled
established
so
overhead.
poorly.
Hostile counter UAV established above. Hardpoint is secure. Hardpoint located.
Like, it was just handled badly. And
Hardpoint is active. Hostiles have captured the hardpoint.
like, I'm sure
They're
that you
walking
Black
all
Fork
over
County
you.
have
Have
probably
any
looked
goddamn
left down
idea
and what you could have done better.
Hardpoint locked
Which
down.
is what I've been asked doing as well, which is also reflecting on what I could have done better as well. As for my general thoughts on, like I said, how things could have been handled, it could have been handled so much more better. But it didn't because of the fact that because of the fact that somebody basically said some
Hardpoint
shit to me
identified.
that pissed me off. Which,
Hardpoint active.
I'm sure that there's people
Hardpoint is
on the
secure.
internet that are aware of that.
Enemy CUAV inbound. Enemy UAV inbound.
Your assault pack has been destroyed.
It's not the best idea
Hostile
to
UAV
always
established overhead. Hostile RCXD in your AO.
Tossing stun.
gonna help out by just banning one person. It's more of just looking at the idea of, okay, how did this happen? How could have it been countered? That is honestly my general processing. Like, how did it happen? Why did it happen? What could have been handled so much more better?
Hardpoint located.
Heads up. Molotov inbound.
What could have also been a much more beneficial thing for both
Hardpoint is
sides?
active. Hardpoint locked down.
To make sure that
Stun
the
set.
community is safe from such drama and issues. And when it comes to my opinions about the whole gender, like, identity thing,
Hostiles have captured the hard point. Hard
In
point
my
is secure.
eyes,
Net call.
it's
Enemy watchdog helo inbound.
stupid. It's pure out stupid. Like, I don't want to know that you identify as a boy or a girl. Because in my eyes, it's not really, I don't really consider it public information.
established.
Hard point
And-
identified.
Not trying to say it
Nearest
in a
extraction
transphobic
point.
way,
I
but
have to
because,
The map's
like,
not hard. We lost.
I'm sure there's people out there that who are once gay or transphobic, but at least not transphobic, but a transgender, whatever they could be, that have eventually decided that they were just gonna be something else, whether it's straight or just a different side of things, which it's whatever. Honestly, I understand it's their mindsets, something that they kind of wanted to change, whether it's to improve themselves or for the sakes of it potentially helping them out within their lives and their future, which honestly is something that not many people realize is the full picture. But though, yeah, when it comes to people saying that, oh, you're transphobic because you said this, I'm just gonna say this right now. It's basically, when people say that in arguments, just basically stupid, because that's really just dumb in my eyes, and honestly it's something that I don't recommend people doing when it comes to certain issues. Like,
Secure
do
the
I
objective.
believe that arguments could be
Secure. PID.
handled so much more better? Yes.
Lead dive.
But are there always, but does it always end up being that case? In my opinion, no.
Right down. Take a B. Losing B.
Why? Because of the fact that not everybody understands
Enemy with Semtex.
the whole
Hostile shooter.
being realistic type manner. It's like sure, you say that you want to be, which is whatever, I don't care. It doesn't really make any difference from how you would have probably been if you were to stick to
Come on, you're
your
losing this fight.
gender.
Track going out.
When it comes to the whole pronouns thing, it's kind of a mess in its current state. It's like, but in a way it's like whatever. Nothing I can really do about it, because it's like, if I even
Secure
mention
zone A.
something about it, it's like always, people always end up seeming to argue about the fact that
Secure it
about
out.
who's right and who's wrong, when it's like, how about this? Nobody's right or at all, and everybody is wrong. How
Shooter
about
in my
that?
sight.
Because
Securing B.
both sides of people are technically in the wrong because of an argument.
Take a Bravo underway.
Now, when it comes to opinions, like, I don't mind people sharing like, opinions as long as things don't get taken out
Hostile UAV established
of
overhead.
context.
Tango dusted.
And for those who were sorry that, or probably sorry, I should say, about starting, also kind of starting it in the process. I know what it's like to deal with drama or some sort of arguments, because anybody at the way it starts is always usually something stupid.
We got the lead. Now hold it.
Hostile stun.
Concussion grenade out.
Like I said, I'm just against people using transphobia, as in my opinion it's just all stupid in my eyes.
Losing Bravo.
Which in my eyes, it is honestly stupid.
Frag thrown.
Guys, that guy said generally my beliefs and how I feel about the whole situation when it comes to people using
Taking a shot.
trans, like the term trans in political situations.
Take it out.
It's just honestly not a smart move in my eyes. As for why I think it's not a smart move,
Losing Bravo. Securing Zone A.
in my eyes, it's just not that smart move.
Losing B.
And I am honestly
Use
against
the scout pulse.
such drama
Send it stun.
as a simple thing does not mean anything in politics and has nowhere to be stepped into in terms of politics.
Throwing stun. Engaging. Losing Bravo.
It's basically what I'm trying to get to. And when it comes to people using pronouns such as they, them, or it's, or whatever
Losing
the
B.
fuck it was, or she, it, or he, it, or they, him, or they, she, or she, them, or he, them.
Losing Bravo.
It's honestly pointless. It doesn't really have too much of a meaning. In my general eyesight.
Taking A. Dropping assault pack.
As for my thoughts on other issues
Concussion grenade
on the
out.
internet, it's
Hostile scout pulse in your AO.
something that won't ever go away.
Do that again. See what fucking happened. Eyes on.
It's sure
Losing B. Hostile LDPR drop
always
detected.
gonna sometimes occur, but when people just use it as an excuse,
Enemy care package low.
odds of drama starting from that is just gonna dramatically
Losing
increase.
Bravo. Stun thrown.
Like I guarantee it's gonna get so much more worse of it. To the extent
Hostile counter UAV established above. Securing Alpha.
when it also comes to additional issues on the internet, honestly, if you guys ever see them, whether it's weather related or not, try to stay out of them because it's just gonna
Charlie.
get deep and worse.
Single shooter.
Which is honestly how it is 90% of the time.
Losing B. Hostile left. ground. Enemy scout post detected. Losing Bravo. This feels right. They're taking C. Deploying Archangel. Activating scout pulse.
Like when it comes to, anyways, with me just talking about certain things, I just try to make as much sense as I
Archangel
can.
going hot. Archangel's up.
Like I'm sure there's people out there that say tries to stay away from drama, but it's like even sometimes people can't even get away from drama.
We have the edge. Don't get cocky. This shit ain't over.
Like I'm sure there's people out there that absolutely hate the shit out of drama.
Losing Bravo.
But in my eyes, I'd say, why the fuck even try to talk about something when you know it's gonna get fucking deep in a heartbeat?
Perfect execution. The Pantheon's probably pissing its we don't get medals for that, I'll call the president myself.
I'm sure there's people out there that don't like drama, which I honestly respect.
Eyes on. Kill.
As long as things don't get deep. Like I mentioned, it gets deep very, very fast. And honestly, there's nothing I can really do about that. It's just something that I genuinely believe could have been handled so much more better, but it's not always the outcome of certain things apparently. Yeah. And, yeah. This has been Nick118. Probably gonna incorporate from at least process the situation a bit more, as I've been wanting to for the last couple days, and yeah. I hope that at some point if I do make a video, which I doubt it, unless I go on a very long hiatus, or if I just go back to not posting, which is one of the many possibilities. It's just that I really just have been feeling drained after the drama, and after I've made the previous video, which honestly, if I were you guys, for anybody that sees this video, I should say, just to summarize, if viewer discretion is advised of that video, as it can be a bit harsh to those who can't handle certain words. Which then I'd say don't watch the video. But if you basically want to see the initial throughout the incident, or at least experience the initial video but prior to tonight's video, then I would recommend checking it. If there's anybody that's seen that video that may have offended with such language I've done, I am honestly sorry about that. But in a way, it's like, I hope you guys understand that I was still in a bit of a frustrated state at the time. And honestly, there's nothing I really could do about that. At the time I was frustrated because honestly, it was something I've never had happen to me before when it came to the whole situation. As for my thoughts on the situation, like I've mentioned earlier in this video, it could have been handled so much more better if issues did not occur. Anyways, this is XXNick 118 to some people, also Sick 118, and I will see you next time. Peace.